And the governor of New Mexico is getting a lot of criticism over a new emergency order that suspends open and concealed carry laws in the city of Albuquerque. Now, this comes after a bunch of shootings there recently, including one that resulted in the death of a child. Take a listen.
The purpose is to try to create a cooling off period while we figure out how we can better address public safety and gun violence.
Now, a lot of people there are quite literally up in arms over the ban. Yesterday, protesters took to the streets to demonstrate against that new rule. But it's not just those that are pushing back. Albuquerque's mayor, the police chief there, and a county sheriff are all vowing not to enforce the governor's ban. NBC's Priscilla Thompson joins us now. Priscilla, can you walk us through the drama with this one? Can the mayor and the police chief just decide not to enforce something that the governor's put out? And what about those questions of whether or not this is even constitutional?
Well, Gotti, that is exactly what these officials are raising when they are saying that they're not going to enforce this. They are saying that they have sworn an oath to defend the Constitution, and they feel that this order is unconstitutional. I want to play a little bit of what the county sheriff there in Albuquerque had to say. Listen.
While I understand the urgency, the temporary ban challenges the foundations of our Constitution, but most importantly, it is unconstitutional. My oath was to protect the Constitution, and that is what I will do.
And he also said that he is concerned about potential civil liability for officers who do attempt to enforce this order, and also that those officers may be putting themselves at risk if they are approaching seemingly law-abiding, gun-carrying citizens and seeking to potentially take those guns or something like that. And so these are some of the concerns that we're hearing raised by law enforcement and officials in Albuquerque who are being asked to enforce this order. Gotti?
And Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham, she's also getting backlash from people in her own party, right?
That's right. You mentioned the mayor, but also the attorney, the district attorney in Albuquerque, who was appointed by the governor, has said that he will not enforce this order. And we're also hearing from the ACLU that is expressing concerns, saying that this could potentially create over-policing and racial profiling in some communities if police and officers go in seeking those guns. And the ACLU is calling on the governor to use evidence-based strategies like intervention and deterrent programs that are proven to address the root causes of this violence. And they're saying that this order is not the answer. Gotti?
Priscilla Thompson, thanks so much.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.